One. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the Smoke Room, episode 9. I can't believe that. I've been on a roll. I've been going nonstop, 24/7, bringing you the Smoke Room like it's never been done before, constant. And I've been on the ball, but I want to introduce my guest at this time. I'll introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? I'm Status Quo. I am the owner of Video Game Wrestling on YouTube. Um, that's pretty much me. I'm from Albany, Georgia originally, and been in call for about 20 years. I like to say.
Yeah, that, that dude. I've been around that about that time too. I said
Yeah.
it was before YouTube and stuff. So. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on to the show. I know we've been trying to get this thing done the
I know.
past freaking
I thought.
week,
I
it
thought.
feels like.
I thought it was gonna be episode 7, but I'm over here on episode 9 now.
And things happen,
I know.
and I just went with the flow.
I get
Somebody
it.
came up to me, and I've been getting swarmed. It's like, holy shit, I'm going to be on this show. I'm going to be on the show. Okay, I guess. Okay. What? Why would you want to be on my show? But yeah, I'm gonna start this off with a basic question that I always ask everybody. What got you interested in call? Like, what made you go, I'm gonna do this?
But it's really strange for me actually because I actually got into wrestling games before I actually got into the actual wrestling product. I had a friend of mine who had an N64, and he had wrestling games on there like WCW Mayhem and WWF No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000. And I never really liked playing the games. I just like creating characters. I just like creating attires and kind of creating backstories for these characters. I think the first character I made was on WrestleMania 2000. His name was Nick Destructo. Pretty much this white guy with white hair, eye patch, and he had like a black and blue Kane outfit with the one sleeve. He wasn't supposed to be
Yeah,
he
yeah.
wasn't supposed to be an old guy. He was supposed to just have like be just have white hair, just represent hell frozen over, kind of. But yeah, that's crazy. That's basically where it started.
That's cool. I'm actually about the same, but what got me into it, I like responding too, just so you can get a good perspective of where I came from too. But how I got started with actual YouTube call was I was actually funny story. I was looking up Boy Meets World episode, and I found SNL. They had Carl Winslow versus Mr. Feeney, and that's how I found Carl on YouTube from that, and that's how I did my review show for a long time. I did my review show before I was actually a call wrestler, so that tells you how far I came.
Actually,
But yeah, okay, go ahead. Go
like,
ahead.
it kind of cut out a little bit.
Oh, I was saying, everybody probably heard me. My signal sucks, but what I was saying was that the how I came into call was from SML. I was looking up a Boy Meets World episode. And, a lot of that's how I got into call.
Yeah, I actually like that show, Boy Meets
Yeah. I apologize. I apologize about my signal, everybody. I know. But we're gonna move on. Hopefully, that my signal works its way out, and we can actually put on a good interview. We're gonna continue. Second question: what's your best memory in college?
Best memory. I think it would be okay. I'll just kind of set up the pretty much have a lot of calls that I've made, and I actually like to build stories around it. just the cause that I started out with. I really started with the SmackDown Just Bring It game on PlayStation 2. It's kind of where I started building my colleague have backstories and like previous wrestlers, kind of like old school wrestlers, like from the '80s, and what kind of created those. So VGW really started. One guy was like the president of VGW. He was a former wrestler, Dave Daniels, and he's kind of like the Vince McMahon, but not an evil Vince McMahon though. Of course, he had like a wife, son, and a daughter. I think the best moment, like best memory, would probably be from the Shut Your Mouth video game where I had my first Royal Rumble with all cause, because you know, like some of the previous games, you know, have 30 created characters. That was pretty much the first game I had, and the winner was actually Dave Daniels' daughter, because I had it. It had to be intergender because it only had 32 creation slots, so it had to be male and female. His daughter, Catherine Daniels, actually won the Rumble at entry number 27. That would lead her to getting a shot at the women's championship at WrestleMania 18. That was kind of like a good move. That was kind of like the first step of GW starting to press forward and get more match types and more opportunities. Full scale grandeur.
Yeah, so that's interesting. That's what I like about doing these interviews and stuff. You learn everybody's different. Everybody's got a different memory. Sure, and everybody's always a little bit different. And you just hit me on the thing. What I like, what my best memory is doing these in college. Period. Is meeting and learning from them, and so that way I person and make it and grow from it. You know, so that's what people need to learn how to do nowadays. Instead of basically being greedy and trying to make it all about themselves or so that use what was there and try to help somebody else. You know, go and give somebody advice. Go and help somebody that needs help on like promos or needs help developing their guy or something like that. Cause you never know, you might be the best friend just by doing that. You never know. And I met some cool people on here, and I met some, but I don't regret none of it because that's just what I'm here to do, I guess.
I, yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I've met some people on call. I was actually like in 2017. I was actually looking to stop doing VGW because uh, the main thing that really got me was like 2K15, like WWE 2K15. I mean, it was a great game, but
No way.
but for like the next gen consoles, it was terrible for like creations. Terrible creation speed in my 100 to 25 call slots and couldn't really do what I really wanted to do. Even though we kind of got back to 100 with 2K16, I was kind of over it. And I think uh, around 2000, like doing 2K17, I decided to like just forget about it. I'm not gonna do W anymore. But are you aware of like Grimm's Toy Show? You heard of GTS?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I started becoming a fan of that like in late 2016. So I decided for like one last show, I was gonna do like a GTS takeover. I mean, this is all on my channel. So check it out on VG. I did a whole GTS pay-per-view, GTS takeover. I just used the GTS cars. Some I created and some I just downloaded. So and that's where all my views and subscriptions came from because everybody was like a fan of GTS at the time. And it was cool. So I just started doing the GTS videos with the characters and stuff. Then slowly started introducing community creations into it. And that kind of like sparked the fact that I kind of want to bring back my own cause and like started. So definitely big ups to GTS and the communications for actually kind of like getting me back in that spirit on the do call, especially since I've finally got something to like. I've always wanted to do like the YouTube stuff for a long time, but I didn't really get any. I didn't get a chance to do it. Like I didn't get like my recording equipment, like the Elgato, until like late 2013. Like when I first started doing GW on YouTube, there was a bunch of cell phone videos. Terrible.
Oh
But
Lord. Oh
yeah,
Lord.
yeah, yeah, we all got to start somewhere. But
And when I first started, I used a DVD recorder.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that's what I used for FTW back in 2000 and 2012, something like that, 11. I did FTW for like a good 4 or 5 months, and then my DVD recorder messed up on me, and I, I just didn't make another episode. But I'm bringing it back, so hopefully I can get
yeah.
things rolling on
I,
that. Yeah, I've been pretty interested because I've seen you league because I didn't really know. It's weird because you can spot a league out of everywhere because I talk to call owners all the time, but it's just so hard to find every single league out there. It don't matter if you got thousands or it's hard to spot these leagues like yours and everybody else. But I look at your league like on the last couple of days whenever I had a chance, and I like it. I like the way you put it together and everything. Um,
I appreciate
what what can you tell somebody that's just starting out? Uh, how can they adapt to what the fans want, and how can they evolve from there?
But I guess the best advice I can give to someone who's just starting out is um first of all, get your ideas out there. Because because everybody's gonna have like shitty moments in call. Everybody's gonna have like a stick. Like some of the greats, some people who got these incredible shows now. They started out, they weren't the best. I can pretty much guarantee. I haven't seen all of them, but I can pretty much guarantee that when they started out, it wasn't probably shitty, probably cell phone video, or maybe if they had good recording quality, maybe the content just wasn't up to par. Everybody just has that moment when they start out where it's just not that good. They have time to improve. So I'm just saying, first get started, just go with your ideas, just go with them, and just see what works. Then that's when you'll start to catch your fan base. Like you got somebody who's actually watching it. They'll you'll have some who are like critiquing it, like, "Oh, that sucks. I mean, you're not gonna make it far in this thing." Or you got other people who actually be constructive and say, "Oh, well, this wasn't so good, but I could help you. Or maybe you should try this, or stuff like that." And I think that's one thing Card needs. It needs more constructive criticism because the actual wrestling community is toxic enough. You don't need that in the car community either. Like, because it's I've dealt with
There's a
my
lot of
share.
people like that.
I've dealt with my share of toxicity in the past year. It's rough, but we got through most of it because I'm actually like a part of a small group. Call ourselves the Call League of Nations. I mean, it's good to have a group you can collaborate with, but my fear from it when I first joined was like, um, wanted to start signing each other's calls within that group. That some of the calls would be oversaturated and too overexposed, and my worst fear would realize because it happened. So that's kind of like where I'm at currently because I've signed a bunch of my friends' calls because they just wanted to be on VGW, but without really doing research on them. So when they get booked a certain way, they get mad at me, causes a firestorm after that. So I'm kind of like going into probably say 21 season if we have a game to do. cutting down on like patient involvement kind of causes a lot of headaches. And I also kind of felt like I need to, since I'm on YouTube, I need to build up my own cause before I start trying to showcase other people's cause. I felt like my
I
creativity.
kind of I feel that I feel that because I actually just came through with that situation last year. I know I ain't gonna get into it because I ain't gonna talk the drama. I just gonna tell you that you know, be careful when you're a part of a small group because you can get too complacent and ego will get will swallow you whole, and people will turn on you, and or you would it's hard to trust anybody whenever stuff gets like that. All I can tell you is just keep reminding them y'all friends, and that comes first. You know what I mean? Never lose that mindset. You're my friend. Don't forget that. We in this together. We making this stuff. We're making this creative content. People people to be entertained. It ain't about me or ain't about you. It's about what I mean. Does that make sense?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Because we've been through
saying that.
all of that before. We've had the animosity, we've had the arguments and stuff. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm the oldest person of the group. I just turned 30 last month, so I'm the oldest person of the group. So most of the guys that I deal with are
God,
teenagers or like young adults. I have
yeah,
never.
I feel
I
you.
I know people my age who are not as mature as the people that I'm in that group with because they're like teenagers. These guys like teenagers. They but they actually show more maturity than most people I know my own age when it comes to like resolving issues, and I have to applaud all of them for that because like I never would have expected so much maturity to come from me. 'Cause, I mean, they do like little silly jokes and we post memes and everything. You think they're joking all the time, but these guys are like very mature for their age, like astonished. Like we
Yeah,
have a huge blow up. They actually are. I mean, they'll complain about it a little bit, get a little petty sometimes, but in the end, they'll come together and just like, okay, well, we gotta just we gotta like drama, supposed to be friends and stuff like that, and I really like that about.
yeah. And the amazing thing about that, what you just said was, you see, I'm in that same boat. I'm 35. I've been since I've been on YouTube since 24, 23, 24. So I always been somewhat the oldest person, but surprisingly, I've never been the oldest person. So it
Huh.
ain't too bad. But yeah, and I've been having a good time. I don't regret none of it. Up from being 23, coming in this, not knowing a damn thing. You know what I mean? I just hooked up my webcam and was like, I'm gonna make a review show. No, actually, one of my friends, he dared to do a review show. We made a contest. Whoever can get the most views on a review has to do it. And me and him had this contest, and I was the one who had to do the show, while he did the lead. That's how I ended up getting my channel started and everything else. Just so we'll notice simple things. I wasn't even going to do anything. I wasn't going to get in front of the camera. I could never picture myself back then doing this or anything. Because I don't talk, back in the day, I did not talk like that and everything else. But you get me in front of the camera, man, or get my voice being heard, I love it, man. I feed off that because I can get my voice out there and I can tell people my perspective and I can listen to your perspective. So it's good that way. We all in this together.
I still hate talking, okay, because it took me a long time to actually do commentary on my
Yeah,
own. I still look. I feel that commentary is very necessary, I hate doing
Yeah.
it because because my mind is starting to go. Like I can't remember all the facts for like certain superstars. Write them down, I'll forget it. Even even if it's like right there with me, I think I've got it, but I lose it. And some of the it's like a 2K game. My commentary can get repetitive sometimes and lackluster. Like
See, that's why I love my style because I'm a comedy commentator, right? Where if I forget something out of it, I can make fun of myself in a way, where I can basically recover from not knowing a move or a fact or whatever. I can feed off that. So that's what helps me in that situation.
I'm more like play by play, so I try to like call the moves like that. I
Yeah.
might try to slip a fact in there here and there, but it's a process. But I like I said, it's necessary to have commentary. I just
Yeah. Yeah.
because I want the audience to know what's going on. I don't want them to always be left in the dark. Gotta have commentary. Gotta have it. It'll
And you
make me feel
gotta
better.
be able to draw people in the commentary.
Another thing is that I voiced all of my original characters, even the females. So I voice everybody.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
I had to use a wave I had to use a WavePad app on my laptop to actually heighten the pitch of certain voices characters. Yeah, I voiced all my original characters. Some of the fellow members of voiced their characters, and yeah, I'm glad they can blend their voices to their own characters because I don't want to keep hearing my voice on all my videos. And
Damn.
as much as I enjoy doing the voiceovers and everything, I kind of wish, like I told this to my friends that I wish I had female voice actress. And friends Rick told me about certain voice actors who could probably haven't tapped into that yet. I'll just kind of see what happens in the future. Might actually take advantage of that, but I'll just see.
Yeah, they ain't hard to find. Like I'm a voice actor. I've been doing it for a long time for my character, and I practiced a long time ago when I was doing my review show. I would write down every single thing that happened in the show, dialogue and all, and play it. I, I'd be playing their role. If I'd be a girl, I'd be like, "Hey, hey, you can't stand a chance against me." Like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Right.
Like, why did I do that?
I mean, you gotta sell it somehow.
Yeah, man. I was unique though. I wanted to be different because back then, especially in 2007, you had to stand out, especially doing a review show. Like what the fuck. But it's fun to me. I loved it. But it's just so much work. People say like making call shows is a lot of work. Doing that review the way I was doing it was like, how many episodes I was cranking out was it like freaking work? It was a job.
It's a
But
lot of
yeah,
work.
we can move on. We can move on a little bit. We've been going. I've been talking more than you, and I didn't mean to do that.
Right? No, you're all right.
No, for real, I do that a lot. But okay, this is the next question. What are your goals for the rest of this year?
My goals for the rest of this year is pretty much just to finish out this season. I know, like my season finales, try to leave some sort of maybe not necessarily a cliffhanger, but something exciting to have you looking forward to next season. But kind of I've been kind of looking into actually ending VGW, just taking a season long break, step away from call for a minute, just kind of like focus on real life a little bit. I got a pretty stressful job, and it's more stressful now with the coronavirus going on.
Yeah.
I just want to kind of take a break. I just really
Sometimes you
because
gotta do that.
I'm really doing this as a hobby because I haven't I'm not looking for subscribers and views. I just wanted to do it because I wanted to get my stories out there, my ideas out there, and what I wanted to do like probably like 10 years ago, and I'm able to do yeah that I wasn't able to do 10 years ago that I can do now. Kind of I know there are a lot of people who are aspiring to like far in the talk community, good, which is a good thing. But me, I'm just doing this as a hobby. I'm not trying to be like the big show on campus or anything like that. I just my stories out there. That's basically all. Yeah, my goal for today
That's
is just to close out the season.
I admire you for that because you in it for the right reasons. You know what I mean? You want to do it because you have a passion to do this and you want to create something memorable for yourself. And whatever fan base you get from it is just a plus,
Right.
correct? People don't see that nowadays. That's what kind of bugs me. I was talking to somebody about that on the interview the other day about how people only watch their match and they turn the show off. They don't watch the show. They just watch it for their match, and then I don't like that. You know, I have to watch the show. I like to get into it. You know, because if I'm in a feud with somebody, I want to know that character I'm feuding with. You know, I gotta know inside and out what I'm dealing with. So I watched the entire show,
And that's kind of another
and I
reason why
wish more people would do that.
that's kind of another reason why I kind of want to step away from my own colleague because like there's like so many fucking colleagues out there and I can't watch all of them. I can't watch all of them, but I do. I want to watch them, but I can't. I can only, like I only watch a few like within the group, and I'll catch some uh that's not that's not just in my group. Like some other ones that I've seen out like GCA, NEW. I've seen a few others like even a few smaller leagues that may not get as much subscribers. I try to watch as many as I can. Watch some that are suggested to me. I try to catch up with it, but I do so much filming and it's hard to catch them. And plus, with my job, I'm always tired all the time because it's like a very strenuous job and trying to make time for it. Might go out.
God damn it. Oh, there we go. Okay. You were breaking up there for a second. I couldn't hear you
Yeah, I was just saying
like
that.
that.
Just trying to watch more colleagues now.
Yeah.
See some
Like
different.
you pointed out a couple of leagues that I was a part of. Like you said DCA. I was a part of that league for a while. For
Oh
about
no, oh no, I'm in GCA. I have seen a little bit of DCA, but I was talking about GCA also.
oh oh, oh GCA. Okay, my bad. Yeah. I, I ain't never I ain't actually seen that, but it was same thing as you were saying that there's so many leagues out there you can't really keep up. Impossible. You know, you drive yourself mad.
Exactly.
Because I don't see how these people, these younger guys, they be in like 100 leagues all at once. And it's
Yeah,
like, why?
I know.
Why would you want to put yourself in that many leagues?
I don't know. I mean,
It
it's
makes
good to
sense to me.
it's somebody who really wants to get themselves out there, but it's like it's like in real wrestling, virtual wrestling. If you put yourself out there a little too much, get all these pushes in all these different leagues, tend to fizzle out a little bit quicker and gonna be like pretty much putting that overrated stamp on you. Like pretty much you're everywhere so quickly, fizzle out. Just seen it happen to cause and to actual wrestlers too, especially in the WWE.
But yeah, we got a couple more. We got time for a couple more questions. I'm going to ask you this. Compared to the SUR days, how does call? How do you feel call has evolved throughout the years?
um, well, visually, um, a lot of colleagues are tapping into more special effects, video editing softwares that I think is great. They're a lot more careful with their editing and how they're together. They're doing praise. I think it's getting better. I think it's just getting it can only improve, and I think it's gonna get even better. Now, of course, that all depends on which wrestling game is gonna come out next, if one comes out. How good it's gonna be, because I'm not sure about anybody. I'm not gonna do a 21 season on WWE 2K19.
Eh,
I can't do it. Like maybe if they keep the servers open, maybe, but I don't know. I probably won't do it. I try to give 2K20 a chance, but custom arenas, the championships is like crap. Virtual wrestling, I think is there's hope for it if like the right game comes out. I guess. Yeah, it's been a major improvement since like I first started watching it. When I first started, what the first colleague I really started watching was No DAW. I remember the first match I saw was probably like after Mr. Clean versus Wow. Like, this is actually entertaining. I've started to follow the show. Then it just kind of opened up colleagues down. That was the main thing that kind of got me into doing it. Really,
yeah, I feel the same way about because call to me since I got started from there weren't that many original calls really. It was more like celebrity calls and like Bart Simpson and like TV show characters and stuff like that. There wasn't that many really people. Leagues wasn't using like original people like Smokey or anybody like that. It was just basically fantasy and stuff like that. So the best then was that you had to work hard to get yourself known back then. The fact that people didn't want to book a original call because why would you book original call in a fantasy league with Bart Simpson or the Hulk, He Man, and all these other guys? It don't make sense. How I managed to get that way. Don't ask me how, but I ended up being these weird ass leads with these fantasy characters and this. I was a bodyguard to Detective Columbo. You know who Detective Columbo is, right? Ash.
I don't know,
Yeah,
but
but
some people get it
anyway, I
right.
was his bodyguard. Yeah, it was interesting. It was fun. But yeah, I, I'm just gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and cut this thing short. I'm having connection issues, and I'm hoping that the audio's gonna turn out okay. Cause we had a good talk. We've been having a good talk, and I hope everybody can listen to. I'm gonna play it back after we get done and see how it goes. But I think it went pretty. I'm gonna get you back on this show very very soon because this thing, this connection is pissing me off. And I don't want that. You don't. You deserve an actual time to be able to talk and share your stuff without interruptions, stuff like that. And that's all me.
Oh, that's all right, man. We've all been there.
But real quick, do you want to plug your channel or plug your friend's channel or whatever you want?
Go follow
And we can
VGW
go.
on YouTube. You can also follow my channel's Twitter at official VGW98. Also follow RCCW and CWA on YouTube. DAA. If you're actually on Wattpad, which is like a written, pretty much like stories on I guess. You can check out some written leagues like SWA and CEW. Also check out also on YouTube IWA and soon ULW soon. Also check out PWA. This is a shame. I know most of the acronyms, but not the full meaning. Old man
Yeah.
status.
That's where it happens sometimes. Yeah, I know a few of those leagues. I know like RCC, I know him. I know a few of those guys. But yeah, we're gonna close this out, man. I appreciate you coming on here, and it's interesting to meet you because we didn't really talk. So it's good to meet you, and hopefully this can be a start of something before you retire. We get up and we work on something together. Because you seem like an interesting guy, and I would actually like to work with you on something.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate you for having me on.
As I said, hopefully I can get you back on here soon, and we can have. Yeah, everybody else, I hope y'all stayed throughout this whole entire thing. If y'all did, I applaud y'all. I bow to y'all, cause y'all, I would have walked away if my signal is as bad as I think it is, and y'all ain't heard hardly nothing. I would have walked away and be like, fuck this shit. But yeah, I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna keep talking, and there's no reason. This is Smokey. This is Status. Peace out.